Oh boy, what up, y'all? Surely everybody heard about what went down between Tissa Tales and Ratchet TV. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to do it. I'm gonna do this from Ratchet's side, and then I'm gonna come back and do it from Tissa Tales side. With that being said, um, this is Ratchet TV's version of what went down outside the courthouse. Let's get into it.
A lot of mad people out here, y'all. Family just left. Hey, bro, did you see the family? Did you see the family? Yeah. Salute, man. I gained so much credibility with this shit.
And this is Ratchet TV still searching for Tissa Tales.
I've been there a few times. I left home and came back.
Yeah. But you wouldn't want to still one of the people who stood 10 toes down with the city, right?
I stood 10 toes the entire time. Everybody out here said I was lying. He was doing life. He wasn't never coming home again. I stood 10 and I was right. I knew that he was going to get too guilty on the prostitution. That's it. No Rico.
I don't think
no trafficking. Because, man, if Diddy would have lost this case, every rapper would have been convicted of flying an Instagram model out just to have fun and smoking a little green with it. If I fly you out to my crib and I just got some green in my pocket and I hand you the Bleezy and you take a puff of it, I just distributed drugs and sex trafficked you.
Right.
Because you felt uncomfortable.
Right.
Your family is just they're leaving.
You think you said the presidents for the festival, the Kanye, all of these.
Diddy won for the culture.
Okay.
Because if Diddy loses this, every rapper going down.
Yeah, every rapper going down.
Everybody going down.
I think Brian Steele being on this defense had to play the crucial part in that too.
He needed Brian.
I worked with Kodak Black and Sean. You worked in the music video.
Okay.
You can see me in the music.
What music video is that?
The one Kodak Black, the recent one. The Sticks, S-T-I-X.
Okay.
Video.
I played the violin.
Oh, you play the violin? Do you literally play it?
Yeah, I do.
Really? Okay, cool.
But I'm also an actor.
Okay.
What's your channel, brother?
The way I see it with the security czar.
Say it again.
The way I see it with the security czar.
Okay. The way I see it.
Yeah, man, and we get together because I be pulled on crime stuff too, man. I mean,
reach out to me on Instagram.
For sure. Say less. I think. I'll follow you when we get on.
It's the Ratchet TV. T-H-E Ratchet TV. R-A-T-C-H-E-T TV.
I'm gonna put it in my other phone right now.
Right now we got 1,500. We just had 1,900.
You on YouTube?
I'm on YouTube. Yeah. We got 1,600 in here right now. The atmosphere is crazy right now.
Now, notice how everything is okay until he goes to Tissa Tales. And once he goes to Tissa Tales, everything goes to shit.
I'm gonna give him my Instagram and I'm gonna go down here with these people.
I'll be right back, y'all. I gotta blow my nose.
T-H-E Ratchet, R-A-T-C-H-E-T TV. Message you, bro. You message right there.
Yeah, for sure.
We gonna get together.
Hey, listen. Would you out of here after this?
No, I'm staying for the rest of the week.
Well, I think some of the people who've been there, they should go sit somewhere in a panel and talk about this shit from different
Let's put it together.
All right, man. Okay, cool. All right, reach out to you.
All right. Man. What'd I tell you? Wasn't I right? All right, yeah, okay.
Both man act charges.
Yeah, both man, but he only gonna do 4 years. 4 to 7. 4 to 7 years, max. I think but he gonna appeal it. He might come home
It's at
today.
the judge's discretion.
He's gonna appeal it. Y'all see the atmosphere out here? How y'all think everybody feeling right now? What is the atmosphere looking like to y'all right now? Look at y'all, everybody out here now. It's a party in New York City today, baby. Excuse me, brother. It's a party in New York City, y'all. It's a party in New York City. Anybody seen Tisa tell a lie yet?
Okay, I'm back.
You down there? Lion. Lion, let's go see him.
And there goes Armand.
Hi, I'm Chris, the founder of Autobrush. From day one, I envisioned a world.
Lion. Lion, let's go see him. Lion. Let's see. Hold on. We got Team Love. Team Love. Free Puff. Free Puff.
I don't know who these crazy ass white girls are.
Man.
Look on the hunt. Look at Ratchet TV on the hunt for Tisa Tales.
Let's walk down here. Let's walk down here. Oh, I'm feeling wonderful, y'all. Oh, there she go. There she go.
All these people that went hunting for Tisa Tales on this day, they all could have possibly had stalking charges from the way they was hunting this woman down. I'm just saying.
Y'all know I gotta get loud while she on live. Free Puff! Free Puff!
And look at them being antagonistic.
Free Puff!
Y'all see this shit?
They lied to y'all, man. They lied to y'all. Everybody lied to y'all.
And there go Tisa Tales with her two bodyguards.
We watching them. They lied. They tried to control the narrative with the media. They tried
And
to
here
control
Ratchet
the
TV
narrative
is
with the media,
being
and they
loud as
lied.
hell with
Yeah,
Tisa Tales
it's
on
coming
live
home.
and
They lied
Armand
to
in the
y'all.
corner
Puff
snickering.
is coming home. They lied to y'all. Tisa Tales, tell them how you lied to them about the prosecution. How you lied to them about the prosecution.
I gotta pause this for a second. Okay. Y'all heard that Ratchet TV feels that Tisa Tales is a liar. I'm like this here. Ratchet, you have a platform. You say that Tisa Tales is a liar. Instead of you doing this right here, all you had to do was go live and say everything Tisa Tales been telling y'all is a lie and present your evidence. But no, but instead, Ratchet, you want to sit here and do this. Hold on. You want to sit there and do this.
How you lied to them about the prosecution. You lied to them. Let's tell the truth. Tell them the truth. What happened to that Rico? What happened to the Rico? Tisa telling lies.
And this here under the law, Ratchet, is called harassment. Just saying.
Tisa telling lies. Tisa telling lies. Tisa is telling lies.
Now, you sitting there calling Tisha a liar. Here's a question I have. Where is the proof of Tisa Tales being a liar? Number one. And number two, have you presented that evidence that Tisa Tales is a liar? I'll wait.
Let's go. Tisa telling lies. I said it. Ratchet TV said it.
And this here is a live stream that he did 3 days ago.
Free Puff.
And he did another live stream where he was calling Tisa Tales a liar and he was claiming to be a target in NYC. Who knows?
Oh, y'all thought I wasn't gonna do it? Y'all thought I wasn't gonna do it? Oh, y'all just missed it. Y'all just missed it. I just called her ass out right there on live. I just went down and called her ass out.
What'd you say?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
But she's a liar.
She was
She's a liar. You lied.
Now, if you call somebody a liar with no proof, Ratchet, You know you leave yourself open to a lawsuit, right? Just saying.
You lied to everybody. You're a fucking liar. You're telling the truth.
She built her foundation on this shit.
Yeah, off a lie. Hey, you just missed it. I just called her out.
You called her out?
Yeah, right now. I went down there and did it.
Oh my God, Reggie, you just got called on TV.
I'll go do it again. Come on. Come on.
And look at him.
I'll do it again. I'll do it again.
And y'all heard that right. Y'all heard him say, I'll do it again. I'll do it again. This to me looks like a combination of jealousy and a clout chase from Ratchet TV. I'm just calling it how I see it.
She gotta stand on 10. She gotta hear this. She gotta hear it. She needs to feel this shit. She gotta feel it. Yeah. She gotta feel it. She gotta feel this shit. Tisa gotta feel this. You lied to everybody. You lied to everybody.
I'm not against Ratchet having an opinion. But there's a difference between having an opinion and being on some straight harassment mess. This here is just straight up harassment.
Shame you. I rebuke you, you devil. You lied on all these black men. You lied on the black man. You lied on a black man for your platform to gain more followers and money. You lied to your whole platform to gain money. You lied to everybody to gain money. Are you going to give your subscribers their money back for the lies you told? Are you going to give your subscribers their money back for the lies you told? You're the mad one.
Too late. To recommend a car recorder, it comes with 24 hours of parking monitoring, even if your car...
You're the mad one.
And here's what Tisa should have did. Tisa should have just pretended that Ratchet TV wasn't there. But unfortunately, she chose to engage with Ratchet. And with that being said, let the bullshit commence.
Broke? Me broke? You think I'm broke? I got more money than you.
No, first thing she did was call him a broke N-word. Let's continue.
Now they not gonna touch me. You motherfuckers better not put a finger on me up in this motherfucker. You ain't gonna put a finger on me. I'm not touching nobody. I'm not in harm of nobody. I'm not even within 6 feet of you. You're a liar. You are a liar, Tisa. You are a liar, Tisa.
Again, I'm not the way you call I'm not against Ratchet TV having an opinion, but all Ratchet had to do was go to his Airbnb or hotel room, strike up a live stream, and say Tisa Tells is a liar and present his evidence. That's all Ratchet had to do. This right here that Ratchet doing, I ain't feeling this. I'm just saying.
Tisa Tells is a liar. She lied to everybody, and she's working for the prosecution. And
Now wait a minute. Now, Ratchet, it's bad enough for you to say something on Tisa Tells, but you trying to say that Tisa Tells is working for the Southern District of New York. Bro, you better pray you don't get sued by some District of New York and or by Tisa Tells.
Prosecution. She's a federal informant, and she was paid by the prosecution to tell lies on social media. That's what it...
Now, Tisa, why you gotta sit there egg these people on? Sitting there posing for them, blowing kisses at them? You are not helping the situation, darling. You're not.
A special little spot for her right here in front of the court building because she's a fucking liar. Tisa telling lies. Tisa telling lies. You don't wear the same wig for 8 weeks. We don't give a damn about that. You don't wear the same goddamn wig for 8 weeks. We don't care about that shit. You don't wear the same dry ass wig for 8 weeks. We ain't doing no tripping. Calling me broke. Calling me broke. You gained your momentum off the Diddy case and the lies you told. You gained your momentum off the lies you told on P. Diddy.
Okay. Now Ratchet TV is sound like a jealous female.
Go back and apologize to Puff family for lying. And she ain't Quilla Robinson. She ain't black people. She don't like black people. Knowing she date white boys. Knowing she do. No offense to nobody white. No offense. She's a liar. She's a liar. Tell your subscribers how you lied. Please tell your subscribers how you lied to them. Please and thank you. Tell your subscribers how much you lied to them. You're going to lose your whole platform with all them lies. She going to lose her whole platform, Armand. Whole platform gone. All them damn lies you told.
Another person who's jealous of Tissa Tales, Armand Wiggins.
Like Cassie just got held accountable for the lies she told. You ain't no different from Cassie. You ain't no different from Cassie. You another Cassie Ventura. I had to do it, Armand.
You had to do that?
I had to do it, brother. It was eating. Now, if a nigga was out here doing all that lying, I'd be doing the same thing to him. Who else was lying? Point me in the direction of another liar, and I do the same thing. She's sweating over there because she knows she did all that goddamn lying. Gonna call me broke. Girl, I got more money in my bank account than you. Stop playing with me.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, she's making a point.
She made her money in 8 weeks.
She's making a point. I ain't gonna lie.
She making a point. You seen my bread too. I ain't broke. Shit. Broke. Hey, chat. Drop them super chats to show her how broke I am. Drop them super chats to show her how broke I am. With her lying ass.
So, what your coochie should look like. And before you ask me who the hell am I to tell you what your coochie should look like, I'm gonna...
Chats to show her how broke I am. With her lying ass. With your lying ass. You a motherfucking liar, Tisa. Ratchet TV, the hood's journalist. Ratchet TV.
Now, what do you think about this?
You a motherfucking liar, Tisa. Apologize to P. Diddy family. Apologize. That's all we want is an apology. For lying on P. Diddy. Where's the RICO you promised? I thought you had inside information from the courts. Where's the inside information? She lied. She said she did. Am I lying? Am I making it up? Am I making it up? She said she had all this inside information. She lied. She's a liar. With that dry ass wig on that you've been wearing for the last 8 weeks. Talking about I'm broke. Go get a new goddamn wig.
Oh, my God.
Don't call me broke. Who the fuck you talking to? I'm going off on Tisa.
Right now, there.
She's a fucking liar. And they gonna tell her security, get him out of the way, handle him. Bitch, I want them to put their goddamn hands on me.
Here comes Lovely T.
We're gonna be peaceful YouTubers, you guys.
And look at Lovely T like,
Remove him.
They said that she...
and look at Lovely T with a look on her face like hi y'all, hi. But in the back of her mind, Lovely T is saying this. Let me get the fuck away from these motherfuckers. That's what Lovely T is saying in her head.
Girl, you are not that important.
And all kind of stuff.
She's a federal informant. She's a YouTuber that's working for the feds.
See, this is Lovely T walking away, but getting some of the mess before she walks away.
She's a YouTuber working for the federal government and paid by the prosecution. Paid by the prosecution.
And look at Lovely T literally skipping away. I'm sorry, y'all, but the way that Lovely T skipped away, she like, let me get away from these crazy Negroes. And then you got the old lady here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Ain't that the old lady that tried to blackmail the Caleb Bumpus chick? Hold up.
And she don't.
Yeah, that is her. Dang, I can't think of her name. The old lady who tried to blackmail the Caleb Bumpus chick about her being married. Dang, I can't think of her name. But anyway, she's out here.
Like black men at all. She hates black men. She called me a broke dude, a broke N-word. That's what she called me. She wanted to put a hard ER on it. Yeah, she definitely did. She damn near put an ER on the end of that motherfucker when she called me. You broke. You broke. Brokey. You brokey. Girl, you done wore the same outfit 18 times in 8 months. Will call me broke. Stop playing with me. We can go bank statement to bank statement around this bitch.
You know what? New media's in the house.
New media wins. New media wins.
I forgot Nika Knight was
We
there.
on top now, baby. We on top now, baby. Let's go. I'm gonna be on everybody's news platform tonight, y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna be on everybody's platform. But look at how many people just witnessed that shit. Look at that.
He's a cloud chasing nigga if I ever saw one.
She lied, Nick. Nick, did she lie? She lied, Nick. She's a liar. At least you get to keep your platform. She's cooked. She done. That girl finna lose everything. You better enjoy them goddamn coins you stole from all these people. You better enjoy all them super chats you stole from them people. It's over.
And he's still gone.
Your time is up. It's over. Ratchet TV is the new king. Tisa telling lies. Tisa telling lies.
That's her name.
Tisa.
In the words of Carl being Offset, anything for clout. Anything for clout. Nickel, wash your mouth. Anything for clout. That's basically what you got going on here. It's jealousy and clout chasing. Nothing more, nothing less.
Telling lies. I'm done. That's all I wanted to get out. I had to get that off my chest. I've been wanting to say that shit. I had to get that off my chest. Yeah, she lies. Everybody typed that in the chat. Tisa telling lies. Everybody typed that in the chat. Tisa telling lies, and they wasn't gonna break up nothing. They heard the whole thing. Yeah, I wasn't being violent. I'm just speaking. I have a freedom of speech. I can say whatever I want to. Till I remove him.
Yeah, you got freedom of speech. But the thing is, you did this for clout, and you did this out of jealousy, Ratchet. Nothing more, nothing less.
With his broke ass. Girl, if you don't shut your broke ass up talking to me with that same stiff, dry ass wig on you've been wearing for 8 weeks. You've been wearing that same wig for 8 weeks over there talking shit. Did you ain't go over there and see that shit? I was going off on I just went off on Tisa over there. Everybody over there. Armand and all them over there. Yeah, I had to let her know she's lying. Everybody typing in my chat, Tisa telling lies. Tisa telling lies. With her lying ass. With her lying ass. Yeah, y'all was over here listening to Tisa telling lies. Y'all was over here listening to Tisa telling lies. Tisa just telling lies. That girl back there just went off on her ass. She's a government. Thank you. She's a government plant. She was planted here by the federal government and the prosecution team to spin the narrative.
Again, Ratchet, you can't be saying shit with no proof, man.
In the media. No, Tisa tells. She over there. I just went off her ass over there. Everybody over there because I just went off on her. She gonna tell her security, remove him. I want them to put their goddamn hands on me. Put your motherfucking hands on me and watch what happens. Them niggas ain't walking nowhere near Torresville. I'm talking about remove him. Girl, you better shut your broke ass up. Remove him. I'm talking about remove me. Who gonna remove me? Armand, someone remove him. Man. Tisa telling lies. Yeah, everybody mad out here. You done told all them goddamn lies to these people. You done told all these lies to these good people out here and stole all these good folks' money, lying to them. And they were eating that shit up. I just gained 300 subscribers from doing that. I just gained 300 subscribers from doing that. Can I get some subscribers? Can I get my 190,000? I'm almost at 190,000 subscribers, y'all. Let's go. Double tap that screen. I should have 1,000 likes for this epic ass shit I just did. Tisa Tales is a government informant. She was paid by the feds.
I thought that my sciatic nerve pain would never go away until I discovered sciatic ease. Before taking these, I was in constant pain. It started in my lower left side and would go all the way down into my left knee.
The feds to spin the narrative in the media. Tisa Tales is a plant. Tisa Tales is a plant. She was paid by the government to spin the narrative to everybody in the media. That's why she was on MS.
You calling this chick a government plant is not only slander, you're also slandering the Southern District of New York by saying that, Ratchet. If Tisa Tales don't sue you, the Southern District of New York can. Just saying.
NBC, CNN, Nancy Grace, all that other shit. She's a fucking plant. And she's a fucking liar. I said what I said. I said what I said. Well, you just missed it. What else I told you? Right there. I'll for her for about 10 straight minutes. She gonna tell her security, remove him. I'll touch you. Come on, bring your ass over here and touch you.
Just because she was jacking the other way, so the way you gonna go down, right?
Yeah, but she lied. I said, TC over here telling lies. She lied to everybody. You need to stand on the lies. Now, if Diddy would have got found guilty of everything, wouldn't they would have came out and did the same thing to us? They would have cooked us. So, hey, y'all niggas over here lying, but y'all was over here all that lying caping for Diddy. You was doing all that, oh, mama calling, mama, oh, you would have looked stupid. If you would have got found guilty of everything. You stood on 10. That boy Uda, we stood on 10. We the only niggas out here standing on 10, bro. 10, brother. Never wavered away from our opinions. We stuck to the facts. We stuck to the facts. Salute. Yeah, we having a party tonight, baby. We having a party tonight, baby. It's a Diddy party tonight. Nick, you coming? You coming to the Diddy party tonight? I'm going. Baby oil everywhere. I'm gonna go get me a bottle of baby oil right now. I'm gonna go get me some baby oil. I'm getting some baby oil. Let's go. I'm gonna piss everybody off. Y'all knew I was gonna come out here talking that shit. It's a party tonight, baby. It's a party. It's a party out here, y'all. Look, where everybody at that was doing all that lying? They left. Hiding in the corner. Didn't I tell y'all she was gonna be somewhere hiding in the corner?
Let's go to another video. Cause I think he did another live stream where it was nothing but Tisa Tales. And I hope I can get it play. And this one here is a day ago. Hold on. If I can get it come up. Hold on.
Effective
blood pressure support takes more than innovation. It takes vision. At Human,
MSNBC, CNN, Nancy Grace, all that other shit. She's a fucking plant. And she's a fucking liar.
You sound like you jealous. You sound like you jealous, my nigga.
I said what I said.
You sound jealous, bro.
Well, you just missed it.
Let me go to this other live. This is the one from yesterday that he was on. This here was a day ago. Entitled Tissa Tells Tell More Lies and Ratchet TV a Target in New York. Let me skip this along.
For the move back, but how y'all want to do? Start from now or go from the beginning? Now or the beginning? Y'all let me know. We finna get started right now. Y'all want to start from yesterday? Alright, cool. We can start from yesterday. Alright, so what went down was there had already been some ruffles in the I can say everything now because I ain't gotta go back to the motherfucker, but it's some people who work in that federal building who know some shit. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all do see I'm not lying because I already had a leaked verdict before the verdict came in. Am I lying? Did I not have it? I told.
Hold on. Let me pause this. Ratchet said that the verdict was leaked. First off, if the verdict was leaked by federal law, Diddy would have grounds for a mistrial. See, Ratchet just said this. Now, if it came out that something was leaked to him, not only would the person who leaked it would be charged, but Ratchet himself could be charged. I'm just saying. From what I know about the law. Again, I'm not a lawyer. I'm just a country boy. But I know enough about the law that if a verdict is leaked, the person who is on trial, if that person or their lawyer finds out, they can have grounds for a mistrial. Let's go back into this.
Y'all the verdict before the verdict came.
This here was supposed to be Ratchet TV versus Tissa Tales, but I'm going to entitle this is Ratchet TV telling the truth or a conspiracy theorist?
The verdict an hour or 2 hours before it actually came in. I told y'all what it was gonna be. I told y'all he wasn't gonna get found guilty of none of that shit. I told y'all he was only gonna get found guilty of the prostitution charges. I told y'all that. So I already had. It's some shit going on. All I can say is.
Better yet, I got better title. Ratchet TV. Is he telling the truth, or is it just in his head? Let's continue.
About that is some people who be inside or whoever. I'm not saying it was no jurors. I'm not saying it was no employees. I'm not saying who did what. All I'm gonna say is I got some connections in that building, right? So that building had already let it be known Diddy wasn't gonna get.
Do you love taking pictures? And are you looking for a way to earn a steady income doing like...
So that building had already let it be known Diddy wasn't gonna get. And I can say this, I also got word yesterday, this is not about TC right here, but I do want to tell y'all before I get started on that, I got a word yesterday from when I was in that building. All I'm gonna say is someone leaned down and talked to me. And if you was in the vicinity, if you seen me in the courtroom and you seen somebody bend down and talk to me, you know I'm not lying, because you seen somebody in a suit walk up to me, bent down and start talking to me. They were telling me some shit. That judge
Y'all see the way I'm signing on the screen, right? In the words of Jay Z, I don't believe you. You need more people.
It's against Diddy. That's all I'm gonna say. That judge is against P Diddy. With that judge,
Hold on.
and he gonna try. And
Okay, now you want to say that the judge is biased. Ratchet, you're setting yourself up for lawsuits, brother. You gotta chill.
that judge gonna try to hit him when it come down. When it come down to sentencing, that judge gonna try to hit him with some shit. Also, they gonna try to get him in Cali. Remember, Ratchet TV said it. California coming after Diddy next. Man, they trying their hardest to get rid of Puff Dog, and I'm so happy that P Diddy basically won the case. You know what I'm saying? 90% of that case, Diddy beat the feds, dog, and I'm so happy he did that. So let's get back to Tisa. So if you see somebody lean down and talk to me in the courtroom yesterday, if you see people talking to me, and you see that I got all this information, you know I might be telling the truth about this, right? So somebody they didn't tell me this part about Tisa, this wasn't told to me directly. This came to me third party. People been talking in that building. So somebody in that building let it be known that the prosecution paid Tisa to be there. The prosecution said...
Now, Ratchet, you sitting there trying to say that the prosecution paid for Tisa Tales to be there. Again, you're setting yourself up for a lawsuit.
A nice corner in a fenced area that was really for real, legitimate media. And I ain't hating. Trust me and believe me, there's no shame.
Nah, trust me, you hating. You is hating. Bro, you is hating. You sitting there talking about you not hating, bro. You coming off as a hater.
So the real people with press passes, real media like CNN, TMZ, whoopie whoopie whoop, they had this special spot. But the feds got a little fenced off area for Tisa. Right? I wasn't tripping on that. Do your thing. Hey, get your hey, salute. Do your thing. So, and one thing about me, Ratchet Gang, no, I ain't no hater, bro. I don't hate on nobody, fam. So let's get this out the way.
You sound like a straight hater, bro. I'm just saying.
So, the feds had already gave her this little...
I'm calling it how I'm calling it.
So, Tisa, they had already let it be known in that building that these people are paying, not only, she ain't the only one though. They were paying several people. There's another Caucasian girl.
Oh, Lord. So not only is Ratchet trying to say that Tisa Tales is paid, he's trying to say that surprise witness was paid to be there. Let's continue.
That's a content creator. And y'all know who I'm talking about, the little surprise chick. They were paying her as well, allegedly. Because it was a...
So he's trying to say that Tisa Tales was paid by the prosecution, and he also is saying that that surprise witness was also paid by the prosecution. Okay, Ratchet. Enjoy your lawsuits.
A couple people who had some real strong opinions. And I wouldn't even call them opinions. You're just lying. You're just flat out lying. So they invited this person out there to spin the narrative. No, her content name is like That Surprise.
Yep. Ratchet just confirmed it. That surprise witness.
So, alright.
Look. Again, Ratchet is saying that surprise witness and Tisa Tales was paid by the prosecution to be there. Now, do I believe this? No, I don't. But if Ratchet believes this so much, present the evidence. That's all I'm saying.
So, Tisa had already had this little spot. You could see that she doxed, and also she doxed 2 of the federal witnesses. Now that I got back down.
Hold on. Stop. First off, Ratchet, when it came to Jane Doe, there was no need for Jane Doe to be doxxed when half of the public figured out that Jane Doe was Daphne Joy. What are you talking about?
Here, I find out Tisa was the one that was supposed to be removed from the courtroom.
Again, you say that Tisa Tales was supposed to be removed from the courtroom. Where's the proof? Let's continue.
Why have one blush when you can have 3? New from Anastasia Beverly Hills, these are the Magic Touch Blush Trio. Weightless and full of...
Tisa was the one who doxed Mia, and Tisa doxed Gina. Tisa doxed both of these people. Everybody knows she did it. Every content creator knows that Tisa was the one who...
Here's the thing. Half the people saying that Tisa did it, the other half saying she didn't. Me personally, I don't know if Tisa Tales did douse those folks. Tisa should have been called out for that. I'm just saying.
She doxed these people twice. She doxed these people twice online. There was an email that was sent to the judge and to the prosecution and to the defense team. We know the defense team didn't leak this information. How did Tisa find out that the email was sent out the day it was sent out? Why does Tisa leave with the prosecution every day? Why does she go off into these little...
Hold on. You saying that Tisa Tales leaves with the prosecution? Again, Ratchet. Show the evidence.
Because she was working with the fucking federal government to take Diddy down. She was getting paid to spin a narrative. This was found out by all the content creators from inside of that damn building, because the inside of that building ain't all corrupt. So let me start off by saying it's some good people in that building, in that federal building. Not all those people are against Diddy. Some of those workers will come to me and talk and ask me questions on the low. Hey, no. I'm not gonna put nobody out there, because I don't want nobody. I don't want to put nobody under fire. They say you're not lying. No, I'm definitely not lying. If you was there, you know. If you saw me in that building, you saw people walk up to me in suits, kind of real quietly, and walk off. There was some gentlemen in that building, some women in that building who really wanted to see Diddy come home. Now, this information was found out by everybody. I get down here again, I get some more information about the shit. So, once the Diddy case wrapped up, I never wanted to, this wasn't me targeting someone or harassing someone or bullying. This was me.
Bro, whether you like it or not, there was harassment. I'm calling it for what it is. I'm not against you thinking that Tisa Tales is a liar. But what you did, Ratchet, was harassment.
Asking you to tell the truth now. Now we don't gotta do this no more. We don't gotta dance around this. It's over. Let's chop it up. You've been paid by these people. You lied.
Again, you saying she was paid by the prosecution. Show the proof, Ratchet.
You wanna, and you don't want to admit to the lies you told on Diddy? So I walk up to you and I just start asking you, hey, and the reason, and let me explain this. The reason why I was loud, the reason why I was yelling it, and the reason why I drew so much attention was because every news outlet that was doing this was standing right there. This is not a spot that I was trying to get no clout off of, because I'm Ratchet TV. I don't need clout, bro. I don't do this shit for no clout. I already got clout. I don't need a moment. I already had my moments on the internet. I still have them. I got all the moments. You can go back and look at my resume. So this ain't me clout chasing. Like, y'all know me well enough. If you've been here for long enough, I don't do no clout chasing, bro. I am the clout. So when I was yelling it, I was yelling it so everybody that was filming live, not content creators, because all the content creators was on the other side. Y'all remember I walked back over there and told them, like, y'all missed it. Because they was all over there on the other side.
Ladies, mix pink salt lemon and 2 fridge door ingredients. And get ready to turn heads with your summer body.
On the other side. There was a few content creators over there, and everybody started pulling their cameras out once they figured out something was going on. But I was yelling it so that everybody that was media could hear it. That's why I walked all the way to the end and was like, yeah, all y'all, I wasn't just talking to Tisa. I said, all y'all been lying. All of y'all have been lying on Diddy. All of y'all been giving misinformation on the case. All y'all been lying. So I wasn't targeting Tisa. I was targeting the media. The old media, who Tisa is really trying to go work for Fox and Nancy Grace and CNN. She's gonna leave. Look, my black people, you think that woman cares about you? You're sadly mistaken. That woman don't give a damn about none of y'all. She's gonna leave and go dip off and go be a newscaster somewhere. She looking for a job. She looking for a federal job. She trying to get hired by somebody. She don't give a damn about none of this stuff. She don't give a damn about the black community. She don't give a damn about none of us. And
Where
she
the
made it very
fuck
clear,
is this
which I'm
coming
gonna bring up that later
from?
on. So when I was out, I'm gonna get to every piece of this story because there's some shit y'all missed too that happened off camera with me and Tisa. So I was only targeting the media. It was not just an attack on Tisa and Ratchet is hating and oh my God, he's going after Tisa. No, this was me talking to the whole media. So when you go back and look at the clip,
I
and
call
even if
Cap.
you go look at it from someone else's view, go watch me walk all the way down to the end where all the cameras are. Watch me walk all the way back up and leave. Watch me come back up. Go all the way down there and come back and get right to Tisa. And said, Tisa, you need to tell him how you've been lying. Because you're laughing. I see you laughing in the corner when I'm saying certain shit. So, okay, let's just skip all the bull. I don't need to talk to these people. Everybody know what CNN does. Everybody know this is fake news. Everybody know what these people been doing. It's cool. I don't gotta say nothing else to y'all because y'all are gonna get this story anyway. I'm gonna be loud enough so all y'all can hear me. Let's get to you now. Since you are in this little fenced off area where the feds gave you a special little spot and they sending you special little emails and the federal prosecution was talking to you directly. And they gave you the security. Those were feds that she was with. That's the part no one is understanding. Tisa is a fed. I didn't lie about nothing. I said I'm giving you facts. That girl is a fucking fed. She is working for the prosecution. They gave her that special security.
What's the proof of that
If I'm
at?
lying, drop the caps. If I'm telling the truth, drop the gems. I got no reason to lie on this lady. And I got no reason to, and I never attacked her. If you go back and look at it, I never cussed at her. Only time I started going tit for tat was when she started coming out of her face. I only was saying to her, Tisa, I never cussed. I never disrespected her. I just said, Tisa, you've been telling lies. Why did you lie on
Ratchet. Harassing a person is a form of disrespect. And let me say this while I'm up here too. I'm not taking up for Tisa in any way, shape, or form. I'm just calling a spade a spade. It is what it is.
Diddy's family? Why'd you bully these people? You owe Diddy's family an apology. You owe Diddy an apology now. After all the lies you done told, you don't think you owe these people an apology? After every bit of false information you've given in this case, matter of fact, and this is what really pushed me to do it. The day before it, Tisa Tells is the first one that went on her platform and said Diddy was found guilty of all 5 charges. All 5 counts. Diddy was guilty. Am I lying on that, y'all? Did Tisa Tells not say Diddy was found guilty of all 5 counts at first? Am I lying?
Now I gotta go back and look to see whether or not it she said that.
100 likes on the screen with 1,400 people in here. Double tap that screen, y'all. Double tap that screen. Give me the 500 likes, man. Double tap that screen. Okay, so we're going to do this by gems and we're going to do this by caps. If Tisa Tells go on her platform and say Diddy, she was the first one when the verdict allegedly came in, the day, not the day the verdict actually came in, but the day the verdict allegedly came in, and it was like, we got 2, 3, 4, and 5, but we don't got 1. Did Tisa Tells not go on her platform and say Diddy was found guilty of all 5 counts? She was the first one trying to spin that narrative, and I was correcting everybody in that court building, and I was correcting everybody outside. No, they have not come up with a verdict, but I was inside, and everybody ran inside because Tisa was outside telling everybody that Diddy was already found guilty. And she keeps saying, what did she lie about? That's another lie, Tisa. You got on your platform and said Diddy was found guilty of all 5 counts. Everybody ran into the court building. Diddy guilty, y'all. Diddy guilty, y'all. Diddy guilty. Diddy got found guilty of all 5 counts. Diddy guilty. Diddy got found guilty of all 5 counts. Tisa Tells, she breaking the news. Tisa Tells. What? There's no verdict that fucking came down. What are y'all talking about? There was no verdict at this point. So, again, that's another lie Tisa told. So, she also went on, like I said, she went on to say all this misinformation. So me, I just walked up to her, and I never walked up to her. If you pay attention to it, let's see, I'm like 10 to 15 feet away.
Not a lot of people know about this brand, but it's one that I and a ton of other college and pro level athletes swear by. It's called Drip Dog. It's for hydration, and watermelon's my favorite flavor. More than 90% of pro and college teams are.
I'm like 10 to 15 feet away from Tisa. I was not close to her at all. I never provoked her. I was not attacking a woman. This was not, she's twisted it in people's minds to make people believe that I was attacking her. Oh, now you're a black woman. You don't even date black men. Let's start there. You're not even of the culture. Why don't you tell the people who you really are? It's gonna, now mark my words, all her tea gonna spill out real soon. Listen to what I'm never wrong. Her day is coming. It's not a threat. Let me make that clear. I'm not gonna do that to you. I don't want to get issues with nobody. I'm just saying your tea is gonna spill all over the internet. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that in no threatening manner. Don't start twisting my words, Karen. Don't start twisting my words, Karen. Your tea gonna spill all over the internet soon. And you date YT boys. You date YT boys, you do not like black men. Let's start there. Alright, so I wasn't targeting a woman. I was targeting the truth. And I wasn't even being disrespectful. So when you go back and listen to it, matter of fact, y'all remember what I said. It's still all over the internet. It's going viral everywhere. I got on my platform and I stood my ground on the truth. And all I did was walk up and say, Tisa, why did you start lying on these people? Tisa, why you been lying? Tisa, what? Then she started getting cocky. She called me a broke ass N-word. She called me, said I was dusty, said I was broke, said I was jealous of her.
Which Tisa did say that. However, Ratchet, you leaving out the fact that you're the one antagonizing her. That's what you're leaving out.
Said she got more money than me. She said she was going out to eat. Now she was the one who started being disrespectful. I told you you're a liar, and you told me in return I'm broke. Which she said if we bring out the receipts, I made more money than you on YouTube, and I can prove it. You have only made $99,000 in super chats, and you've been on YouTube for damn near 20 years. I've been on YouTube for 4 years, and I've already made damn near $200,000 in super chats. I'm at 190. This is just super chats. This is only. I'm not talking about revenue. I'm only talking super chats. You've only made $99,000 in super chats your whole fucking career, and you've been around. And I can show you proof of that. You've only made $99,000 to my $197,000. Ratchet TV, damn near man. Look, I'm closer to $1 million that I made on YouTube. You're not even there yet. So we can't talk. You don't want to talk money to me. You just started making money 2 months ago with Diddy's name in your mouth. And I might or might not have been in contact with Diddy's family, and they may or may not be about to sue your ass. I may or may not have been in touch with Diddy's family, and you may or may not be about to be getting sued by the Combs Enterprise for defamation of character. You might be having a lawsuit, a few lawsuits coming your way, Tisa. Because I might have talked to Diddy's family, but I might not have. And they might have said, I'm going to sue her, or they may have just said, nah, we don't know. I'm going to leave that there. So, yeah, I wasn't attacking Tisa yesterday. That was literally just me tired of the BS. Everybody's been lying. When we sat in the same courtroom together, and I did not have an issue with you, and a lot of YouTubers lie. And I didn't have, and I honestly said I don't have a problem with that lady. I never said a bad word about her until the end of the trial when she did that bullshit the day before. And then the information came out that same day. The same day that she went and did that shit and said Diddy was found guilty of all 5 counts, and then I get home. No. Matter of fact, that same day, it happened on live. Matter of fact, it happened on live. Remember, somebody walks up to me and says, hey, Ratchet, I got some tea for you tomorrow. And I was like, what happened? She's like, you on live? And then I was like, yeah. She's like, I can't tell you. And I put my live on mute. And that's when the information was getting to me right there. About she working with the feds. Do y'all remember?
Again, if you want to claim that Tisa Tales is working for the feds, show the proof.
This happened while I was on live with everybody. So I get on live and I'm walking around, and then somebody walks up to me and said, Ratchet, I got some tea for you tomorrow. And I was like, what happened? Tell me now. They was like, nah, I'm seeing you tomorrow. They was like, are you on live? And I was like, yeah. And they was like, oh, I can't tell you. And I put my live on mute, and I put my phone to the ground, and I had a conversation for like 30 seconds, and I was like, oh shit, y'all, somebody finna get exposed tomorrow. Remember that, right? I don't make none of this stuff up. I don't lie on none of this shit. So that was when the information was already given to me. Tisa Tales was a federal informant, and she was working with the prosecution team, and she's being paid. And they gave her a little special booth. She's been running around the building, going into little corners and little rooms. She also, 2 witnesses walked off the stand and talked right to her. Deontay and I believe it wasn't me. I can't remember the other, but it was 2, and I seen it for myself. Walking off the stand and talking, and they didn't acknowledge nobody in the courtroom. Boom. And then she also lied and said Diddy looked at her or somebody. Diddy turned around and was like, I know you too. That never happened. Tisa lied so much in the Diddy case. Salute to
Now he talking about the I know you thing. From what I've heard, the person he looked at and said I know you. From what I've heard, it's not Tisa Tales. It was another content creator by the name of Ronan Mango. From what I've heard, so if Tisa Tales did say that, then unfortunately she will be lying. But I can't verify whether or not if Tisa Tales said that. I have to go look.
Barbara Jordan for the $2. Thank you, and salute to
Look at you. You're doing everything you can to get your blood pressure in check. And now you have Super Beats Heart Chews by Human.
Thank you, and salute to Lisa G for the 20. Hold on, I can't see it on that screen. Lisa G said that you didn't threaten her. I couldn't believe she said that. You definitely told the truth. Oh, we ain't even there. Thank you for the $20. You speed up. I'm gonna get to that.
He's still on his Tisa Tales mess.
We still on previous shit. Thank you for that $20. Y'all gonna get to that. Thank you for that. Thank you for reminding me. So yeah, Tisa has been going around spinning the narrative in mine. I'm not reading none of the comments, so just get rid of the trolls. My minds control my chat. If y'all say some slick shit to me, they just gonna block me. So I'm just just letting y'all know now. If y'all start talking slick in the comments, my mind's just gonna block you, man. So it is what it is. Or they gonna do my minds control my chat. I don't really give a damn what they do. So back to what I was saying. All of these lies Tisa was telling, right? So that was the only reason why I did that. It wasn't for a moment. It was just the end of the trial. Some information was given to me. People wasn't moving fast enough, and I was already like, you know what? I'm on go. I know the real information. Let's just get this shit out the way. Tisa, you're a liar. For what? You lied. Talk to the people. All the money you stole from your chat, are you gonna get them the money back? Because you lied about all the information. The only thing you didn't lie about is the transcript she was reading, because it was like the defense could have a moment where the defense. Now, hold on. Before I even say this, Ratchet Gang, when the defense was sloppy, did I not get on the internet and be like, man, the defense look goofy as hell right now. The prosecution cooking their ass. The prosecution is winning this shit. Damn, it ain't looking good for Diddy right now. Did I not say shit like that? I never was biased towards just because I felt my way. I still gave you real facts of the case. When I got out that courtroom and I'm reading you what happened today, and I'm reading all my notes, I gave y'all the truth. I was like, damn, bro, Diddy is looking bad right now. I don't know that he can win this. They proven right now. It's looking like they can prove what the RICO is by some of the language they saying. The defense look bad right now. They're having the philo fucked up here. This part they fucking up, man. The defense looking goofy right now. I would tell y'all the truth. Salute to my boy G Money said that explains why her wig parted like that. Raggedy bit, sue her ass for defamation. Yeah, G Money, thank you for the $50, man. My boy G Money came in and threw up the 50-piece McNugget. Salute to G Money in the building. Yeah, man. And she looked like Peg Bundy with that big ass wig on. Let's start there. But anyway, what was I on? She gave up all this damn misinformation in the case, and it just was. I was sick of it. She lied on everything. Oh yeah. This back to my point. Whenever the defense would have a good moment, and the defense would really have strong points, she never reported this. She acted like none of this shit never happened. I'm like, we just came out the same courtroom. How did you have this bit of information? You skipped over all that. And then Tisa was never even in the courtroom. Tisa would get up and leave for hours and come back with all the information. So where was you at? Ask anybody who was there from the content creator side, or if anybody just know this stuff from the public. There's more content creators who know I'm not lying about this. If you wasn't, I was in the courtroom with Tisa on most times that I was in the courtroom. Tisa would get up and walk out the courtroom for hours and come back, and she would even steal my notes. I wasn't tripping. I was like, she's like, what happened? So some of the information.
Now, you're saying that Tisa stole notes from you. Can you prove that?
And she was getting from me. That's neither here nor there. It's all, I'll share information with anybody. It's just, this is, all it is the truth. All it is the facts of the case. So, we was, all in the courtroom, and she would just leave for hours. That's how we found out that she was walking in the special rooms with the prosecution. They would let her get close to witnesses. Then she lied about talking to Kanye West. And everybody on the content creator side knows that Tisa walked in the courtroom and didn't even know Kanye was there. And she said she never spoke to him, but got on her fucking platform and lied and said she had a conversation with Kanye. She's a liar, bro. That girl is a liar. So this is all I'm doing is letting y'all know this is. She wanted to come up and say what she like. These are all the lies she was, and there's more. Tisa Tells lied about everything she said in the case, damn near. The only thing she didn't lie about is the transcripts that she would read, and that's about the only thing she didn't lie about. Other than that, I would say 75 to 80% of the information she gave in the Diddy case is false reporting. She never told the truth about any of this shit. Alright, so now after that happened, after it went down, we're back in the courtroom, and there were about to do the bond hearing. We thought it was going to be at 1 o'clock. So at 1 o'clock, we all go back up to the courtroom. Tisa Tails is sitting behind me. I told her right there again, quietly, you're a liar. You need to stand on the truth and you need to tell your people the truth. So we're getting up to leave, and I walk up to her and I said, Tisa, you keep lying to the people. You need to get on your platform and tell the truth. I never asked anybody from the content creator side if I was disrespectful to her in the courtroom. I only walked up to her and quietly said, Tisa, don't go out there lying. You need to go tell your fans the truth. And she was sitting down and I was standing up and I walked out. As I got to the elevator, Tisa walks behind me. She's standing right here like a Karen, breathing down my fucking neck. And she's like, what were you saying? 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 I'm like, look, lady, I said you're a liar. What did I lie about? I said everything. Name one thing. So I named one thing. And she's like, I didn't lie about that. Tisa, you clearly did. And all the content creators was too pussy to even say anything. Y'all know they'll say it when she's not around, but right there in the act, nobody stand on 10, nobody stand on business because these content creators too afraid of confrontation. It ain't even about picking on people. This is just about the truth. That's it. Why y'all not standing on business, but to my ear, oh, you right, Ratchet, you right. Say it then. Don't come to me telling me I'm right and talking shit behind her back. I'll talk shit behind her back and say it to her motherfucking face. That's the difference between me and y'all favorite content creators. Behind her back and say it to her motherfucking face. That's the difference between me and y'all favorite content creators. I'm not afraid of nothing. So we right there talking on the by the elevator, and then she started being disrespectful. She's like, you sound like you're just a fan who watches me too much. I said, Tisa, this ain't me watching you. This is shit that gets sent to me. But everybody knows you're a liar, Tisa. And she's like, well, you're just broke and mad. And I was like, Tisa, you don't want to play the money game with me. I said, you're just hot right now, baby. I've been hot. You just now getting momentum. So I was like, I ain't even gonna do that in the courtroom, whatever. And she's like, yeah, because you're the janitor. You're the help. You're the janitor. You're a janitor. And I'm like, Tisa, bro. And our mom was standing there, and he's laughing. Oh, she got you with that. I'm like, bro, I don't care. If you got to result to insults, that shows that I'm telling the truth. You notice how when people start getting outed for the shit they really have done, they start saying, well, you're ugly. Well, you're this. You're a B. You're this. Like, people start being, like, disrespectful when the truth comes out. That's how you know I'm not lying. I never was disrespectful to the girl. I only started talking shit when she did. I would only start making jokes when she did. So go back and watch both of our lives. And some people got us side by, I can't remember the platform, but there's one who got us on the YouTube channel. They got her live and my live at the same time, and then when Lovely T walks up, they even put her in the middle. They got all of our lives together, watching everything in real time, and you can clearly see she was the first one throwing out the insults. She was the first one talking about money. She was the first one. I didn't start talking about a wig until she started calling me Dusty. Emily Knows Everything was being her messy ass. She was over there saying, ooh, Ratchet, did you hear what she said about you? She was over there calling you dusty and broke and called you a broke a ninja. She was the one doing it. And I was like, oh, you said I was broke? That's when I walked back. I'm like, you said I was broke, Tisa? I still never called her a bitch. I never called her name. I never was violent. I never was threatening. I never walked towards her. I stood back. And I never had, and then it was some dude who got on his live and said, yeah, because I walked up to Ratchet and I said something like, you a goofy. Fam, why would have licked the palm of my hands and put it up? Boy, what? Why? You didn't walk up to me and say a motherfucking thing. Chat, y'all know damn well didn't no man try to confront me yesterday. So get off your platform lying, brother. I'm still out here. You come confront me right now. Fuck you talking about he wasn't gonna do nothing because I was there. Who? What? What are you talking about? Nigga, you know what? Didn't no dude come between and say a damn word to me. I'm like, yeah, and I know he heard. Man, if I would have heard you, you would have got cussed. You would have cussed out because you a dude. I didn't even cuss the lady out. I was being really respectful. I was just being loud so all the media would catch it, and they could not block me out of their channel because they was live streaming and they was gonna hear every word I said. I wanted that on every news outlet. That's the reason why I was being overly like, here you go, ratchet, being ratchet, yelling. No, I was only being loud so everyone could get the point. So again, we on the elevator, and she was popping it on the elevator without cameras around, and that's how you know that's the real Tisa Tales right there. See, that the one that was breaking character, dancing and sweating, and resulting in insults to black men because she doesn't like black men, allegedly. Allegedly. So she was the first one throwing out the insults. She was the first one disrespectful. She was the first one that cussed me out, called me out my name. She was the first one. I never was disrespectful to the lady outside. I never was disrespectful to her in that courtroom. She disrespected me outside, and she disrespected me in the courtroom. So she got what she got. It is what it is. And she deserved every bit of that. And everybody came up to me and was like, oh my God, Ratchet, she needed to hear that. Ratchet, you were telling the truth. They ain't gonna come out and say it, but everybody was walking up to me like, oh my God, Ratchet. Everybody been wanting to do that. Thank God you just cussed her out. Thank God you just went off on Tisa. Oh my God, she needed to hear that. Everybody knows she's a liar. All the content creators don't fuck with her because she's a liar. Right? So, then, after everything is over, Tisa Tales goes to Nancy Grace and says that me and everyone threatened her, and we said we wanted to unalive her. She said, I wanted to unalive her. She said,
I did not hear about. I didn't. What right? See now I'm gonna have to look at Nancy Grace. Cause if Tisa did say that, ew.
I told her that I'm gonna do you worse than Diddy did Cassie.
That's a threat, Ratchet. If you say that, Ratchet, that's a threat.
What conversation? Like she's a Karen, and she's further proving my point that all she does is lie. She went to Nancy Grace and said, I had to leave the court. Nancy's like, why did you have to leave the court building? Why are you in a car right now? Why? She's like, I had to leave. They wanted to kill me. They were threatening me. They were all threatening me. They were like a wild pack of wolves. Like hyenas. They were foaming at the mouth like dogs.
Let me get this note down. Watch Nancy Grace.
You can't make this shit up. She literally, am I lying, chat? Drop the gems if I'm telling the truth. Drop the caps if I'm lying right now. Drop the gems if I'm telling the truth. Drop the caps if I'm lying. So she's further proving my point that she's a liar. No one's surrounded. She said she was surrounded by nothing but the media and the content creators, and everyone was viciously attacking her, and we were out for blood, and we wanted her dead. I'm like, what?
Now, Ratchet TV is making this claim. FYI, I will fact check this claim that Ratchet TV is talking about. Let's keep going.
You're a Karen. You just went on this fucking platform and lied again, further proving my point. You're a liar. Salute to DJ Smoke for that membership. And y'all be sure to drop a super chat, gang. Be sure to drop a super chat. We need 50 subscribers to hit 190,000. We almost at 200,000, y'all. We need 50 people to subscribe to the channel. Can everybody double tap their screen and give me to 1,000 likes, please? Come on, y'all. Give me to 1,000 likes. So she went on that platform and straight up told Nancy Grace that I and other people, she had to leave. She said I had to flee. She said I had to flee because they wanted me dead. They were trying to unalive me. Well, she used the K-I-L-L word. She said we wanted to unalive her. We were out for blood. We were foaming at the mouths like a wild pack of dogs. Tisa said we were foaming at the mouth like a wild pack of dogs. We wanted her dead yesterday. I said, what is she talking about, bro? That never happened, bro. Like, I was on live the whole time, and Nancy was like, I can't believe those people. I can't believe those people did you like that. How dare them? Now, you have to be protected. We don't want Tisa Tails to die. We have to stop these people. I can't believe they did that to you. I can't believe they would say such things to you. I know. I know. Tisa, you're an actress. You're a Karen. You belong right with Nancy Grace. 2 bitches, 1 cup. You and Nancy are one of a fucking kind. Like, y'all definitely deserve each other. Fuck you and Nancy Grace, Tisa. And both of y'all deserve each other. And she over there flipping her wig. Like, girl, you got that same dry-ass Peg Bundy wig you've been wearing since day 1. That same outfit you recycling, and you have the same. You got about 3 to 4 pair of pants and 5 shirts, and you just keep on switching them up and trying to act like you new outfits. Girl, you wear the same shit over and over. Stop playing with me. See, I wasn't even trying to be disrespectful. I was being nice to your tacky dressing ass. You know what I'm saying? I was being real nice to your tacky ass out there. Salute to Lisa G says, yes, she did. I was like, oh my God, she's a victim. Now, yes, she said that I told her that I'm going to do you worse than Diddy did Cassie. You made that up. What I said was, you're a liar, you're another Cassie Ventura. That's what I said. I didn't say, I'm going to do you like Diddy did. I know, I can repeat everything I said. And that ain't insensitive to no victims. I wasn't even talking about the beating. I said, you're another Cassie Ventura. You're a liar, like Cassie. That's what I said. Cassie is a liar and you're a liar. That's what I said. I can repeat exactly what I said because it was on my live and I ain't delete the live. It's still up. So, do y'all remember me saying that? That's what I said. Candy, you heard me yesterday. Didn't I say, you're a liar. You're another Cassie Ventura. You are a liar just like Cassie. That's what I said. I don't know if it was in those exact same words, but that is what I said. Like, dang, you can't rewrite what I said. I said, you're a liar. You're another Cassie Ventura. That's exactly what I said. So she went on Nancy Grace and said, he told me, I'm going to do you worse than Diddy did Cassie. I can't believe you say such things to me. I was just trying to cover a story, Nancy. I just wanted to cover the story, Nancy. They were foaming at the mouths. They were surrounding me. I had to leave. I had to get out of there. I was like, what the fuck? Nobody's like, to be real, I think maybe only 2 or 3 people even walked up to her and said anything. I was the first one, and I think one other dude and a girl. They were surrounding to get footage of the shit. Nobody was surrounding her like a wild pack of wolves, like foaming at the mouths, like a wild pack of dogs. Like, girl, you had about 2 or 3 people say, Tisa, stop lying, and they waited till I did it, and then I left, and then they came and did it. So, I mean, no, that didn't happen. Nobody walked up to Tisa and formed a circle around her and a mosh pit. And why would you have to? Now, this is the part I'm gonna show y'all she's lying. You had 2 armed security guards with you. armed security. So if you were being surrounded by a wild pack of dogs foaming at the mouth, wouldn't they be able to use some sort of force to remove these people around you? Why would you have 2 armed security guards? And so you need to fire your security, because if I had 2 armed security guards, you ain't getting shit off on me. Hey, y'all getting paid, nigga. What are y'all doing? Come on, fix this. I'm live. Fix that. She tried to sick them on me. She was like, remove him. Get him removed. Girl, I bet the fuck they won't. Because first of all, I'm not being violent. I'm not threatening you. And I'm not even close to you. So they can't tell me I got a freedom of speech. Why do you think all those police was over there and no police said nothing to me? Because I did nothing wrong. I was just asking the woman to tell the truth. Remove him. Remove him. Get him removed. First of all, Karen, I'm not going anywhere. I bet the fuck they won't put a finger on me. Okay, Karen?
This is the thinnest armor ever. Introducing hyper-concealable armor.
I bet the fuck they won't put a finger on me. Okay, Karen? Girl, put your little ashy ass hand down. Quit flipping that dry ass wig. And let the people know the truth. And tell them who you really are. You're a fed. I told the truth. That's it. She's a demonic woman. She showed her true colors in that courtroom. Like she really believes she's above everybody.
Ratchet. If you don't get sued by Tisa Tales, you're most likely going to get sued by the Southern District of New York.
Any case got her feeling like she's above and beyond everybody. So hold on.
Is Tisa Tales a little bit uppity? Yes. But I don't know about that part, man. I'm just saying.
So we'll do this here. I'll do this. Let me show y'all this. Now watch this. So look. Alright, here we go.
What you guys show us, Ratchet?
I spelled it wrong, my bad. Alright, let's do this. So look, this is Tisa Tales, right? It's Tisa Tales. It's her page. So you go to it. See right here, this is her page. This is her page, right? Go to her super chats. She just yesterday hit 100,000 total revenue in super chats. Just yesterday, she's hit 100,000 in total revenue on super chats. Total revenue on super chats, right? $100,000.
Why are we pocket watching?
Look, let's go to Ratchet TV.
Why is you pocket watching this chick?
That's me, right? That's me, right? Ratchet TV. Let's watch this, y'all. So, we go to super chats here, and look, I'm on live right now. I just made $97. This is current. I just made $97 on this live right now. We $3 away from 100. And if y'all send another super
Why
chat,
is y'all pocket watching?
So that's today's revenue. I just made 97 right now, right? Now you go to total revenue. Total revenue on super chats. $197,000, right? So you can't don't ever play the money game. I told you we're not gonna play money game because I'm gonna win. You don't got more money than me. And that's only super chats. It ain't got nothing to do with my whole platform. I'm like, Tisa, you just now getting hot, baby. I've been hot. Now watch this. See that $10 now? In a couple minutes, that's gonna update. You just seen I had 97, right? It'll update here in a couple minutes. And when it updates, I'm gonna show y'all again.
I'm just going to end it here. Um, I'm I'm just going to end it here. But he claims that Tisa tells on Nancy Grace that Tisa tells says that she was surrounded. So I'm gonna go look for the Nancy Grace clip and come back with you guys on that clip. We out. Ooh, we almost been here an hour and a half.